kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. As soon as I snap, hit it a pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit it. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Not today. 51 to Mike. 50.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
On the carry.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
42-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Burrow on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Complete to Tyler Boyd.
25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. Down to the 15-yard line.
Down at the 15-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Me and you all day.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
Intended for T.
But instead,
Higgins.
3rd down.
Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Here we go.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Deshaun
The
Watson
Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Brought down back at the
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
This is caught. It's Cooks. The 30, 20, touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards, and the Texans have taken the lead.
Fairbairn lining up for
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control.
Fair catch.
And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
A fumble on the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
For a Texans.
First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
10 at the 14-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Tighten up.
On first down, Watson. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
2-yard line.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
And that is
at
caught.
the 3-yard
Touchdown, Texans. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, it's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First down, Bengals.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13. Bengals 3.
First down. Here's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this will be incomplete.
Burrow's
physical play on the football there. It's second down.
I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And he whips that one incomplete there. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On third down, Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were... getting after him, and they tighten down on the receivers and force the incompletion.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
First down.
A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
He's taken down at the 34 yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
And also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks.
That's good for a
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
18-yard line.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the 17, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's calm down. 24! It's our time, guys. It's our time. Right here, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his target, it's Cobb. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I got you. Check.
They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
10-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Brought down at the
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
He's tackled at
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
11 on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'm here all day.
Now Burrow. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Watch your slap, watch your slap, watch your slap.
Again, it's Burrow. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown,
Joe Burrow.
Cincinnati.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
For the extra point.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Bengals 10.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a lead down to 3 at 13-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Watson on third down. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
That's good.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Cobb. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We ain't giving up nothing today. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming.
On first down, Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins got home that time. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Here's Watson on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Rip right. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Burrow on play action. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there. First down.
First down.
Nice
Bengals.
job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Edwards. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Get ready.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he finds Daniels. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Bernard
Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Mike 51.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Burrow will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
The extra point.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone when things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But
at the 26-yard line,
get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. He don't want it.
Watson just beating the play clock. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 51 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 23. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Come on, D. 552. Watch the flag. Motion.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 51.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
By the wide receiver. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
The Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Squeeze, double. Mike, 55.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And a gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Watch the run. Check 31. 54 is down, he's coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 10-yard
out of the gun, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
You.
From the gun, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 55. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
Gus Edwards, the
That's
ball
a gain
carrier.
of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. throw complete right side to Cooks. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Operating from the gun, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
Fourth down and goal.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
Good.
And that'll bring him back within a point.
The score.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 55. Mike 50. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Come on, QB, come on.
And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The ball carrier. DJ Reader brought him down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Check 52's to Mike. I'm coming after you.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine. 59. Check 43. 57.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. He can't hang.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And 9.
Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead.
For the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
You better be afraid of me.
Now it's Watson. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
22. Bengals 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Now they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Today's final score.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.